All right, so are you ready to dive into the world of AI marketing? Today we're going deep on the career of Arnaud Fischer. You know, the guy behind marktgAI.
Yeah.
We've got like articles and bios and even some podcast transcripts about him.
Wow.
And it's just amazing to see how he's been like right there shaping the internet from like the very beginning,
Hmm.
from early search engines to the AI-powered marketing we see everywhere today.
Yeah, it's not just about being in the right place at the right time, though, right? What I find really fascinating about Fisher is that his whole career really shows like a deep understanding of both like the tech side and the human side of marketing.
Yeah, he didn't just like fall into this.
Right.
Born in Paris in '68, he actually moved to North America for college and chose to study economics, marketing, and finance.
Wow.
Like he was putting together his toolkit way back then.
Absolutely. That multidisciplinary background is key.
Yeah.
It let him bridge that gap between tech and business, which honestly has been crucial to his whole career.
Mm.
Like take his early work at Microsoft, for example. He was involved with Internet Explorer and MSN right when the web was taking off.
It's crazy to think about that now, like back when we were all figuring out how to even use the internet,
Right.
and he was right there shaping that experience for millions of people.
Exactly. And then he moves to AltaVista and helps to build one of the first self-service programmatic ad platforms.
Oh, wow.
Think about all those ads we see online today.
Yeah.
He was pioneering the technology that made it possible.
So like instead of companies having to negotiate every single ad placement,
Uh-huh.
they could automate the process.
Yep,
Using his platform, that is a game changer.
for sure.
I bet most people don't even realize he was the one behind that.
It's a perfect example of how he could just see the potential of a new technology and turn it into something practical, something impactful, and he didn't stop there.
So what's next?
At AOL, he was spearheading dynamic retargeting, which we all see today.
Oh, you mean those ads that seem to follow you around everywhere?
Exactly.
That's Fisher too.
Yeah, he understood that using browsing data to show people ads for products they were already looking at would significantly increase the chance of them buying.
Makes sense.
At AOL, his strategies actually boosted conversions by 29%.
Wow.
He was already leveraging data to personalize marketing back then.
He really was ahead of the curve.
Yeah, he was always pushing those boundaries, what was possible with technology and figuring out how to apply it to like real marketing problems.
Yeah, it sounds like he wasn't just a tech guy.
Right.
He was a marketer who deeply understood how to use tech to solve business problems and get results.
Exactly. And this is something we see even more when he starts getting into entrepreneurship.
Okay, so we've seen him thrive at these big companies like Microsoft and AOL.
Right.
What about these entrepreneurial ventures?
Well, his first company that he co-founded, Julia Media, focused on building a network of celebrity fan sites and these niche communities.
Interesting.
Think of it like an early version of influencer marketing.
So he was tapping into the power of online communities
Yeah.
and how much influence they have.
Exactly. It was all about understanding how people interact online and how to target them with the right message. And then came branded placement.
Okay.
This platform focused on automating product placement in movies and TV shows.
That smart product placement has always been powerful,
Yeah.
but it's time-consuming.
Been expensive.
Right.
His
Sure.
idea was to streamline that process,
Yeah.
make it easier for more brands to use it again. He saw a problem and used tech to build a solution.
These ventures really show a different side of him. Like this entrepreneurial spirit,
Right.
this willingness to take risks and try new things.
Absolutely. And it's this mix, the deep technical knowledge, marketing savvy, and a willingness to innovate that really leads him to where he is today.
Which is
marktgAI.
So marktgAI, this is like where it all comes together.
Yeah.
All that experience, those big companies, his entrepreneurial drive, that deep understanding of both technology and marketing. What's the story?
Yeah, with marktgAI, he is really building something special. It's a platform that uses AI to do the things that marketers have always done manually.
Like what specifically?
Well, like predicting market trends, optimizing ad spending, even generating copy. But he's doing it in a way that's incredibly sophisticated and importantly ethical.
Okay, so how is the AI actually being used in marktgAI? Give me some examples.
Well, one of the key features is predictive analytics. The platform analyzes tons of data to identify trends and predict future consumer behavior. So marketers can make better decisions about where to spend their money, what kind of messaging will work with their target audience.
So it's like a crystal ball that can tell you what's going to be hot before it even happens.
Well, it's not magic,
Right.
but it can feel like that sometimes. And it's not just predicting what people will buy.
Right.
It's also about understanding why they buy. The AI can look into the motivations and preferences of consumers and provide insights that go way beyond traditional market research.
So this is where his psychology background comes in handy.
Absolutely. Understanding human behavior is so important for good marketing.
Yeah.
But what's really cool about marktgAI is that they think about ethics and incorporate those considerations into the AI itself.
Okay.
Like they use something called federated learning to protect user privacy.
Okay, I've heard that term, but I don't really understand. Break it down for me. How does it work? Why is it important for privacy?
Imagine you have a bunch of data from different places, like smartphones, computers with federated learning. Instead of putting all that data in one place, the AI algorithms are trained on each individual device. And only the insights, not the actual data, is shared.
Okay.
So sensitive personal information never leaves that device.
So the AI is learning from everyone, but doesn't actually know who anyone is.
Exactly.
That's pretty cool.
It's a way to leverage the power of big data but still respect privacy. And Fisher's team goes even further than that.
Really?
They built what are called explainable dashboards so users can actually understand how the AI is making decisions.
Wow.
No black box mystery.
That transparency is huge. It really builds trust and helps make sure the AI is being used responsibly. It sounds like they're really trying to get ahead of any potential ethical issues.
Yeah, they're not just building AI, they're building trustworthy AI. And that's a big differentiator, especially in a world where people are getting more and more concerned about how their data is being used.
So they're using AI to predict trends, personalize campaigns, and do it all ethically. But what about the creative side of marketing? Can AI really replace human creativity?
That's the big question everyone asks, and Fisher's view is that AI won't replace humans. It'll empower them to be more creative.
Okay.
Think of it as a tool that can take care of all those repetitive, data-heavy tasks, freeing up marketers to focus on the bigger picture, crafting those stories, developing strategies, and building those genuine connections with their audience.
I can see that working. If the AI is doing all the data analysis and optimization, marketers can spend more time on strategy and creativity.
Right. It's about collaboration, not replacement. And Fisher really emphasizes that marketers need to develop new skills to succeed.
Like what?
Things like data literacy, understanding how AI works, being able to interpret those insights the AI provides.
So it's not just about learning the tools, but actually understanding how it all works.
Exactly. The future of marketing will belong to those who embrace the power of AI while retaining those human skills that are so essential for building brands and really connecting with consumers.
Now, I know that Fisher has some pretty strong opinions about where all this is going.
He does.
He sees it as more than just a shift in how we do marketing,
Yeah.
but like a fundamental transformation of the whole industry. So what does he see happening? Like, what's this future he's so excited about?
He believes AI will bring a level of personalization we've never even seen before. Like, imagine receiving messages that are so tailored to you that it's less like advertising and more like helpful suggestions.
I mean, we already see personalized ads online, but it sounds like he's thinking much bigger.
He's talking about AI analyzing huge amounts of data, everything, browsing history, social media activity, even biometric data.
Biometric data like heart rate, facial expressions, that sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's about going deeper than just what people buy, but how they actually feel about those products and services, even subconsciously.
That's both fascinating and a little creepy.
Right.
The potential is huge. But, there are some ethical things to think about.
Absolutely. And Fisher knows that he's a big advocate for responsible AI development. He believes that transparency and user control are so important. He sees the need for clear rules and regulations to make sure this technology is used ethically.
It's good that he's thinking about all of this.
Right.
It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of what AI can do and forget about the potential downsides.
Exactly. He's not just interested in building powerful AI. He's interested in building trustworthy AI.
Right.
And that means making sure people understand how their data is being used and that they have a say in how it's shared.
Okay, so personalization is one big piece of this future. He sees what else?
Another area he's really into is using AI for real-time optimization.
What does that mean?
Imagine a system that's constantly analyzing campaign performance, making adjustments on the fly, optimizing everything from ad spend to targeting, even tweaking the creative messages to make sure they have the most impact.
That would be incredible. It would take so much guesswork out of marketing.
Exactly, and make things so much more efficient.
Right.
And that efficiency frees up marketers to focus on those higher level tasks, like, strategy, creativity, building relationships, the things humans are still really good at.
So it's not AI taking over.
Right.
It's AI augmenting human capability.
Exactly. It's a collaboration. And Fisher thinks that this collaboration will lead to like a new golden age of marketing,
Interesting.
where data-driven insights and human creativity come together to create these really engaging and effective campaigns.
A golden age of marketing. I like that. It's pretty exciting to think about all the possibilities.
It is, but it's not just about the tech itself.
Right. Fisher says that marketers need to adapt, to thrive in this new world. We need to be more data literate, more comfortable with AI, and stay focused on that human connection.
Yeah, we can't just expect the AI to do everything.
Right. We need to be active in shaping this future.
The future of marketing is being written right now, and it's up to all of us to make sure it's a future where technology makes our lives better.
Absolutely.
And allows us to build real, meaningful connections.
Well, this has been a fascinating deep dive. We've learned so much about Arnaud Fischer, his amazing career, and his vision for AI marketing. He certainly left his mark on the industry.
He has, and his story's not over. It's exciting to think about what he'll do next and how he'll continue to push the boundaries of what's possible with AI.
So as we wrap up, I want to leave you with this question. How will you embrace AI in your own work and life? Will you be a passive observer, or will you help shape this technological revolution? It's something we're thinking about.
And remember, the future isn't set in stone. We all have a part in creating the future we want to see.
That's a great point. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of Arnaud Fischer and AI marketing.